This is the United News Network, your source for all information for the United Nations of Earth.
Good evening. Just a few minutes ago, the Foreign Nations Administration just released a statement they had made contact with another empire in the galaxy. They had recently translated a somewhat familiar sounding language but couldn't put their finger on it, and they realized it was a dialect of English. Once they figured out how to communicate with the dialect, communications were opened, and we discovered they were human. First contact was made last week with the Commonwealth of Man. During opening negotiations, the Commonwealth representative stated that they were the descendants of the Ulysses Ark ships. If you don't remember the history, here's a little refresher. During the 2098 Unification War of Earth, where we saw the Octanational Alliance go up against NATO and their allies, the war lasted until 2104, which the Octanational Alliance was defeated. With the UN helping facilitate the transition of new powers, many were unhappy and opted to use a new wormhole technology to try and escape to the planet that we now call Alpha Centauri Prime. However, the drive seems to have malfunctioned, and instead of sending them to Alpha Centauri, they were instead launched thousands of light years away to the star that we call Deneb, and settled the only habitable world in the area called Unity. That is their capital now. Upon this discovery, at least one of the Ulysses ships survived. Head of research Dr. Yun-Lu has directed her researchers to see what they can discover of the wormhole drive technology, to maybe in the future see how it can bolster our FTL systems. Unfortunately, relationships with our long-lost relatives are nearly impossible, as they are unwilling to communicate, as they still hold a lot of resentment for the war. In addition to this, there is an empire in between us that is more hostile towards them than to us. In other news, the terraforming project to add more water to Mars is finally complete, Martian officials say, and Mars has been terraformed into something of an oceanic world. Project Atlantis saw the importation of billions and billions of tons of liquid and ice water, as well as the melting of the polar ice caps on Mars. Cities such as Utopia and Hellas Planitia are now completely submerged, but have been renovated to be underwater cities, and already thousands of different resorts have opened up along the Martian archipelagos, which a few centuries ago would have been almost an impossible sentence to say. UNE scientists are also in negotiation with the Martian authorities to better understand the science behind it, to see how we could also benefit on our colonies of Nocum Prime and Alpha Centauri Prime, which are not perfectly habitable. That's your news for the evening. I'm Ezra Nielsen, signing off. Alright. Hello everybody. Welcome back to the Stellaris United Nations of Earth Let's Play with Fear of the Dark Origin. And in the last episode, we... let's see. It's been a minute. I've been busy with the mod jam and haven't had some time to record, but here I am. So, yeah. That is a cool mustache. We encountered the United Nations, or not the Commonwealth of Man, who are, I don't know, I guess part of the Earth origin is always to have the Commonwealth of Man. But yeah. Let's see. Commonwealth of Man. And then the Sulfins we've seen for a while. Yeah, it's been a minute. I'll have to go back and watch. But for you guys, you probably just saw the news edit. Right, so I think
the special project has concluded.
Today's episode is just finish up the expansion of our empire and maybe build up our worlds a little bit more. Let's see, we're almost at 100 pops. Discovery, strange planet. After spending an extended time studying the remarkable features of the planet below, our science team on board the UNS Drake are ready to report their findings. Science Officer Kanto Alford has reported the science team has made several additional discoveries studying this unique planet. This newfound knowledge greatly expands our understanding of the universe. We get a nice simple unity. Oh, and we can do this again. You up here. Let's not upgrade you yet. Let's build a construction ship. Crystalline entities. Our researchers have finished investigating the reports of an extraordinary free-floating crystal-like objects observed in the United Nations of Earth system. Their findings are startling. The ship-sized objects and their slightly smaller but equally crystal-like satellites at first appeared inert, but sudden shifts in their orientation relative to our ships and new energy signatures emerging from within the prisms indicate that they might be alive. A fascinating prospect, to be sure, but they should be approached with caution. Our best and brightest are standing by to study these creatures. Fascinating creatures. We can learn to coexist.
An alien nation is hailing us.
And we'll hold off on that for a little bit. So where's this fallen empire? I thought it was over here, but it looks like that's where the civilians are. Maybe they're here? They gotta be like right here. Because there's no way that this would be here. Because aren't they? I always feel like they're supposed to be close, but they're not. But these are just kind of spread apart. I don't know.
Research concluded.
Council agenda ready.
What agenda should we pick? Let's launch and pick a new one. I mean, I guess we could
Construction completed.
expand the council. Why not? Might be useful. I haven't really had a chance to play with, I know it's been a whole DLC and a whole few months since Galactic Paragons dropped, but I have not really had a chance to play with the wormhole travel. I've not had a chance to play with the new systems that much, so I'm kind of glad I'm doing a Let's Play.
The special project has concluded.
Oh, it's just the same text. Officer Contalford explains they made several additional discoveries studying this unique planet. The newfound knowledge greatly expands our understanding of the universe. You just go explore. I mean, I guess standard construction templates, which isn't a bad tradition to take. You just build everything.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
City district housing, better weapons or cruisers? I'm gonna go better weapons. Start there. I think my goal for this episode, that'll be next episode. We can try to knock out this occupation flotilla.
Anomalous readings registered.
Research. Yeah, I think our goal is to. We have 2 destroyers. Fleet management.
Construction completed.
It's not the worst. We can always change them later. Let's do one of each. Because, I mean, why not?
Ship upgrades applied.
See how we're doing on our worlds. The life forms living on that number were nothing like we expected. Our scientists report back that the asteroid has crystal growths. These growths turn out to be self-sustaining and caused by the crystal soaking in the ambient radiation of Bashpad and combining it with the mineral composition of the asteroid. The crystals themselves are primarily made out of sucrose and could possibly even be edible. Edible, you say?
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Nice.
Construction completed.
Technology research. Shut up, we don't care. Flood management, or... Which one will be
Construction
shorter?
completed.
This one. The star pedal. Shut up, we don't care. This derelict station was once known as the Star Pedal, and it was apparently a celebrated luxury resort in this corner of the galaxy nearly 1,000 years ago. A small fleet of tugs would drag the station to a new exotic location each year, but Ishnor 2 appears to have been its last. For unclear reasons, the station was pulled into the gas giant's atmosphere where it suffered critical damage. I don't know about these guys. Is that just because we're friendly, or because... No, we don't actually. I wonder... I'm thinking if we're gonna form a federation, it might not be with these guys, because, yeah, they don't have similar ethics, but we're not on bad terms. We're equivalent, and we're not unfriendly. Let's see. I think if anyone's gonna be the big threat, it's... When the science ship Santa Maria tried to do a standard tectonic scan of the planet Bashpad 4A as part of its survey routine, it got no results. Most specifically, it got one result. This planet is dead. The core of this world is completely cooled and solidified into a single ball of dense iron and magnesium. It's theorized that even with the most advanced of technologies, it would be impossible to make this world livable by terraforming it. And that is bright. Let's see, Ekaterina 0. Okay, so she's on a science ship, so we probably want governor traits, scholar. Yeah, it's explorer, scholar. I think this is the one. It's one of these two, because this analysis and statistician are for... Okay, so this scientist can be in other, she's not just locked to science. I think I'm gonna go with explorer. We are receiving a transmission from the United Kirim or Kirim something planets. They appear to have successfully translated our language. Diplomatic channels are now open.
System survey concluded.
Big ox! I bring greetings from the Reverend Elder Habik, the elected leader of the United Kirim planets. We believe in the right of all sapient beings to fulfill their individual spiritual needs, and hope you share in this sentiment. Well, I know we're egalitarian, so we greet you as equals. Where are you guys? Where are you? Oh, there they are. Let's see, they have...
We are being hailed.
Establish an embassy. One of our politicians on Earth has carelessly misplaced a bundle of sensitive materials, including an encryption key whose very existence outside of government facilities is a gross breach of protocol. Our domestic authorities are scrambling to switch security platforms, as it's quite possible these materials may have fallen into hostile hands. Oops. Lost encryption key. Wow, all sorts of events. We have an embassy. An ancient space station of some kind has been located at the edge of the Elvira system. The strong residual subspace signature that surrounds the station indicates that it may be a gateway of sorts, part of a theoretical network of similar stations that at some point would have allowed near instantaneous travel between different parts of the galaxy. Assuming this is a gateway, its current state of disrepair has rendered it unusable. It could be restored to working order. Its owner would potentially be able to access any other functioning gateways in the galaxy. enabling travel across huge distances in a matter of days. Intriguing.
System survey concluded.
They're it's all good. Let's see.
Construction
Megaflora
completed.
World. It has 11, so it's not the biggest. Excuse me. The archaeologists working on the star paddle have gathered sufficient clues and evidence that point to a reasonably clear picture of the station's final days. A stray asteroid impacted the station, knocking it into an orbit that would soon plunge it into Ishtar II's atmosphere. Station-keeping thrusters could not compensate, and the command staff soon issued an evacuation order. Unfortunately, the station only had enough escape pods to evacuate a fraction of its passengers, and mass panic soon erupted. Those that were not trampled to death perished when the station's environmental systems failed as it drifted deeper into the gas giant. Curious. It's kind of horrible. Oh, excuse me. Let's see how we're doing fleet-wise. Because we can see their fleets. It's about 3K. We're actually not doing too bad. And you guys, can we see into your space? Pretty far, actually. Occupation flotilla. What's there? Oh yeah, there's a shrouded world. Not a shrouded world, a shielded world. That'll be next episode. We can't. Even if we could double our fleet power this episode. We should probably check through our planets.
Research concluded.
Look at that. What do we need most? Alloys and consumer goods. Science ship. Stuprefectionist. This planet. More industry. I'll have a job opening soon. Let's just upgrade your colony ship to an actual building, and we'll do the same here. And you. There's life, but not as we know it. The Drake in the solar system of Jalora reports trace amounts of dung have been found in an underground cavern along with small streams of liquid water. It appears some life form still exists on this planet, on this lowest dead planet. What is living here has unspiritually thus far eluded us. The Yasin Star League has subjugated the Civilian Dynastic Union. Really? Huh. Neat. The Old World. Home to very decrepit buildings, Elvira II used to be inhabited by a forgotten civilization. It is unclear how this civilization advanced, though it is believed to have never gotten beyond the age of swords and spears. Large broken down stone buildings, half-buried palaces, and crumbling walls were found, but no sign of steel or any advanced building material. How the life of such a young civilization was snuffed out is unclear.
Research concluded.
Just pick 2 random
Construction
texts.
completed.
Oh, and there's a
Council agenda available.
archipelago world? Interesting.
Construction completed.
Oh, it just means there's an... Let's see.
Rocky atmosphere with nitrogen-rich atmosphere, with a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere and significant hydrosphere. One planet-wide ocean with scattered islands.
Research concluded.
Our island archipelagos covers the surface. The rich volcanic activity creates islands to appear and disappear at a comparatively high rate, creating an always changing landscape. Interesting. The kingdom of Alphabet Soup declared war on this. That's our guys to the north, right? Oh yeah. They had a rebellion.
Research concluded.
Technology. Oh yeah, let's get more leader capacity. Oh, these guys just like disappeared. Oh, that'll be interesting. And you're just still building. And you... Scorching gases. The temperature of Jalora 1 is several magnitudes higher than what is expected for this type of gas giant. It appears an unusual dense core of unknown materials producing a lot of heat. The atmosphere is so hot our probes are unable to reach the inner part of the gas giant to study what it could be made of. Nice. Oh no. Hang on. Esteemed President Dolores I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry. Mwaganga? A decade ago, the United Nations of Earth pledged the support of the artisan troop, and so you have. Its time for patronage is coming to an end. But we would remiss of us not to ask. Would you care to renew your subscription to the finest arts and crafts of the galaxy? Of course we would. Let's commission an art piece. It's a deal. I believe it's a planetary decision. Amenities 15% and immigrate. That could help our amenities problem. And the Swolfins have declared war, or not war, rivalry. We'll declare rivalry back. You guys don't even have a border with us, so what are you gonna do? Rare crystals. What are we using rare crystals on? Greetings. We have recently been forced to scrap most of our technical equipment due to a major malfunction. Would the scrap materials and scrap be of any use to you by any chance? Prepare it for you. What do you mean we're running out of rare crystals? What are we using that, and why is this broken? Okay, I don't know.
System survey concluded. System survey concluded.
And you declared rivalry with us? Spy network. Low stockpile. I don't... Heart of the pulsar. Rummaging through the secure files...
We have encountered spaceborne life forms.
Where the Star Petal's wealthiest clientele stored their personal belongings has revealed a treasure trove of strange artifacts and jewelry. Perhaps most noteworthy among them is the Heart of the Pulsar, a unique diamond necklace quite famous in its day for having been worn by 5 different heads of state. Ooh. And that's that. Nice. go auto-explore for a bit. And see a hostile fleet. Oh, neato. Oh, that's probably why they aren't.
Construction completed.
That's probably why they're not moving out. We are receiving a communique from a previously unknown spacefaring empire that call themselves the Mathan Star Council. They claim to have learned of our existing by listening on the communications of another empire.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Nice. Greetings from the Mathan Star Council. Chancellor Gibb is our elected representative, but in truth, all citizens have a voice in our government. We strive to better ourselves through technology, a desire we hope you will respect. We wish for nothing to be friends.
We are being hailed.
And yes, we will establish an embassy. Okay, so what are we spending rare crystals on? This is all bugged. Why is this bugged? I don't know. Must be something with the GUI. Ancient ramparts, what are those? Starbase modifier. Let's see. 29 months. 15 months, let's just do that. I think I don't think we need another scientist. Let's see, leaders. How many scientists do we have? We have 3 scientists, and 2 of them aren't doing anything. You're too much. You're too. Rare crystal shortages. Fish for days. One of our colonies has organized a large fishing expedition to one of the deeper fishing sites on the planet. A gigantic fleet of over 300 ships had set out and have returned with a cargo full of fish. The locals have decided to give everyone as much as they can store and donate the rest to the Empire. Very nice of them. Very nice, but we'll sell them. We're not really pressed for that. Very nice of them. Alright. What is... That's what's... I guess if that means... We don't have to spend any more.
Construction completed.
It'd be just nice if we could... Really? One building? What's this? Event. Renowned Paragon. The scientist focuses on the tablet in her hand. As her fingers dance over the keys, she hums melodically. She seems lost in her work and is oblivious to the world. A small robot companion floats in the air next to her. It chirps and bumps her shoulder. She looks up. Oh, sorry. Hello, I'm Zosiria. Sorry to bother you, but my last lab, well, sort of blew up. The small robot chirps again. Ah yes, what I am trying to say is that I'm looking for a place to compose. Place to compose? The universe's music, the vibrations from the orbiting gas giants, the roar of a newborn star, the sweet song of swirling atoms. She gestures with her hands as if she were conducting an invisible cosmic orchestra. Da-da-da-dum. Then add a fitting rhythm and, ta-da, we have created magic. Or, well, science. It's the same thing, really. Why do you seek to join us? Your head seems to be in the right place. I want my discoveries to benefit everyone, not just the rich and powerful. The symphony of the universe, the wonders, the magic. Everyone deserves to hear it. The small robot chirps. That's right, Gorky. Very well said. Who is that little robot? Oh, this is Gorky. Isn't he adorable? I built him myself, and he helps me with everything. The robot chirps happily. Okay, I'll tell him. Gorky makes sure that I make my meetings, eat, drink, and sleep. You know, when I get passionate about something, I just go swoosh, lose all track of time. Gorky chirps again. Haha, yes, exactly. You say your lab blew up. Oh wow, where to start? You see, my homeworld is very restrictive when it comes to who is allowed to be a scientist. So I put together the lab in secret using whatever I could salvage from the old industrial zones. Now I thought the ionization field would keep the volatile motes stable, but oh, what trips and peeps, right? The base from those motes is truly booming. So when do I start? I mean, she is a renowned paragon, so let's do it. Need a trait to see. Gullibility, AI assistant, spark of genius. Let's see, archaeology skill. It's too bad we don't have very many I think we have one more actually. I know I just said, hey, we don't have a science position open, but it's a galactic paragon,
Research
so
concluded.
of course I'm going to. Let's see. I thought we had one. Yep, right here. What are we doing now? Oh, it's almost done.
Construction completed.
Critical research storage. Antimatter reactors. Civilian fabricators. We have rare crystals right there, we just can't use them. Also, it might be good to build... I think we need a collections range to get, because we'll have 1, 2, it'll be 1, 2, and then 1, 2. If we can upgrade the station to have to collect these, because that's 17 and 8 free energy just right there. Speaking of this, I feel like we need to build more industrial districts and upgrade you. Another tradition, and let's finish off prosperity. Now the question is, what do we want to go for? I feel like we should wait and save. Let's wait until we get some better technology and pick some better traits. You can come down here, build an outpost, and explore. Speaking of which, let's see, friendly. I think Mars can handle this. How long would it take? 700 days? I don't think it's worth it. I mean, worst comes to worst, we can always upgrade those. Worst comes to worst,
Knowledge is the key
this is
to the
just our
universe.
territory. Ancient Rampart. We're just getting one influence a month. Let's see. Non-aggression packs, migration, defensive packs. Not a bad deal, but still. Oh wow, these guys are getting whooped. Go for it. I'm thinking.
Research concluded.
Yes, let's build cruisers. We have a new...
Construction completed.
Oh, that's not good. Let's see. The echoes inside. Archaeology site that isn't in our territory. The Theclac vestige. Pitiful creatures, know that we roam the stars for eons before your hapless species mastered space flight. If any of your wretched little ships come cross into our space, do not expect them to return. You will come to see things in our way, in the end. They care very little. Donate. Why not? Or peace, festival. Yeah, that'll be good. Oh! Now we'll just let it run. Oh, that's not good. What do you want? That's not good. Okay, yep, that's the end of exploration on this end of things. So now we've hit the mid-game. Let's see. Move on. Ruined Gateway. I think it might be in our interests to... Well, for starters, we really need to... Let's see. Army Builder. Let's build a few of each. Because here's my thought. If these guys peace out, they'll be severely weakened. And we can gobble up the rest and get more territory. And because I'm not a pacifist like I thought I was the first time, I don't have to deal with it. I mean, yeah, technically it'll be aggressive. It'll be an act of aggression, but... Yeah. I think you're all...
System
You're still
survey
upgrading well.
concluded.
Atmospheric readings from Alpheca 3A do not match projections. Okay. Someone else's problem. It looks like some uncaring civilization used Tribano 3A as a dumping ground for toxic waste. Billions of tons of radioactive, caustic, and toxic metals and chemicals have been dumped and spread across the surface of this world. Most of the dumping must have been done from orbit in order for it to be spread out. Cleaning this up looks like an impossible task. Nice.
Construction
Oh yeah, these
completed.
guys. Form non-aggression pact. Swirling shadows. Immense range ragged plains drift across Alpheca 3A's surface. They are cast not by clouds but by sheets of organic material drifting through the upper layers of the atmosphere, hinged or rather joined to allow for a small degree of articulation. Science officer Gerardo de la Guardi is yet unwilling to say whether these things are flora or fauna, or what process they purpose, if any, elaborate shadow casting might serve. Nice. Aggression pact.
Ship upgrades applied.
I didn't see that. The Mathans have just taken Deneb. We have elected president. Oh, our renowned Paragon is now the leader. Nice. Idle leaders. Yeah, I know. An official. Oh, I was so excited. I was like, that's a habitable world. Well, if that's the end of the line for us, then we may as well just build out all the science ships. And I'm not gonna hire any science. We'll finish the export. We can always come back to this. Let's see. see. Can we put
Construction completed.
Interstellar recruitment office. Where's the listening post? Oh, I guess I don't have the tech yet. A new 2 trade hubs. Good. Merge up. It looks like they're winning this war. Oh, of course. Democracy wins. How are you guys doing?
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Let's see. That might help. I think we still have destroyers. Let's just bump up our fleet numbers. I have a feeling that... I have a feeling that we might need them. We'll donate. That's just kind of nice. Let's see. Expansion planner. Don't we have a Ganymede? Does it? Let's see, frozen world. We could terraform it into an aquatic world. I'm curious, what does Mars have? Ominous fog. Let's see. Earth. We can upgrade our capital.
Research concluded.
More alloys. Antimatter reactor. Ooh, artisan output. That would be nice. They are overlord of an unidentified empire. Nice. $5K fleet power. Yeah, let's upgrade this.
Construction completed.
I think now is probably a good time for us to turn a little bit and start building more labs, as well as, well, obviously we're going to keep...
Construction completed.
What are aquifer labs? I don't know, let's build one. Wait, does it require... Does it require any special resources? Nope. Just want to make sure we don't almost crash our economy because someone needs rare crystals that we don't have. Looks like we hit the fleet cap limit. Yep.
System survey concluded.
Actually, you. Put a starbase there, you. Put a starbase there. We're kind of trapped a little bit, honestly.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Cruisers. Nice. And habitats. that might be the key to continue
Knowledge is the
growing.
key to the
Technology
universe.
researched. Just boost society, I guess.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Gravitonic sensors will do that. Man, they just got smushed. Research labs going up, and we'll start making more minerals. We'll start producing more minerals. Yeah, we're just slowly getting there. I think
System
it
survey
might
concluded.
actually be worth it to hit these guys
Construction completed.
down here. We were receiving a communique from a previously unknown spacefaring empire that called themselves the Empire of UNE-FOTD. Heed this message, aliens. I represent the Empire of UNE-FOTD, led by the illustrious archprophet Gesh Fairled I. We rule our region of space under a divine mandate, and so long as you do not mock our faith in what passes for your culture, there may be peace between us. You'll come to see things between our way. Oh, wow. Okay. The independent Regarian kind said, oh, fucks people. As fellow star explorers, we salute you. The galactic Bakasharan Imperium, our citizens salute you. The Great Kinjodan Block and the Sovereign Pliff Plaff Stars. Private collector. A private collector on Kelzane Prime has somehow come into ownership of an ancient precursor artifact believed to be Ute in origin. Belongs in a museum. Oh. Everyone has a price. Oh, of course.
We are being
wow.
hailed.
You know what? I don't have time to read all this.
Completed.
Yes, embassy. Yes, embassy. Yes, embassy.
We are being hailed.
Yes, embassy. Guess it's just slow. That is a really scary looking flag. And of course it's the scary looking lizard people. Hang on, did you guys show up on Earth in like the late 60s to early 2000s? Yeah. If you understood, you'll understand. You get that joke. The Yaston Stellar Star League wishes to declare war against the Salorum hegemony. Can we do that? They're inferior than us. You sure you want to do that? They're inferior? When did they get inferior? They're equivalent. Oh, to us. I'm gonna vote no. Just because I have. Where am I gonna attack from? I'm not prepared for an attack. I'm not prepared for an attack. Like, I would need to be in their territory ready to go. However, that being said, just upgrading Vega. We can take care of these
We have
guys.
encountered spaceborne life forms.
We have made first contact with mysterious aliens in the Amor Avilo system. For now, we've codenamed them Goose Creatures until we can find out more about them. Oh, space amoebas. The Amora Alveo system gives off a strangely hostile impression on first sight. None of its planets are remotely habitable, either scorched by the searing heat of the system's 3 suns or stripped of life by powerful solar storms. However, despite all this, it seems to be inhabited in large numbers by a previously unknown large spaceborne organism, groups of which fill in and out between the blisteringly hot inner system and the large gas giant farther out in what appears to be an elaborate breeding ritual. It is unclear what attraction the system could possibly hold for these creatures. Regardless, they seem intent on protecting it, and have already turned towards us, approaching the Drake in an overtly threatening manner. Get out of there.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Leader upgrade. Governor, delegate, industrious, ambassador, advisor. I think the industrialist is definitely the way to go. UV lasers. I think relays are the way to go. Even though we don't have the rare... Yeah, we don't have the rare crystals. We'll figure them out. Keep going. Just keep building. We'll have the rare... Oh, we'll have the rare crystals. And yeah, that's the end of expansion right there. I wonder...
Construction completed.
We'll gather information and we'll see what happens. If they turn out to be weaker than... Maybe it would be good for us to try and take some territory up there. But that's for another episode. Thank you all for watching. Ezra Nielsen signing off.
Captain's Log. Additional. Today, we finally captured the probe that we've been hunting for the last week. For such a small and unadvanced object, you would think it'd be easy to catch, but it had an odd angle, flying angle. That's not important right now. We reviewed the footage and it's kind of disturbing. This probe was above Venus the day it exploded, and the footage reveals that Mars was right. There's 2 objects in the footage, and they're both traveling way too fast to be natural. This reveals that someone indeed was trying to strike us, but somehow missed and hit Venus instead. We're setting a course for the nearest Earthship now. This is big, but it's also not good. Who could do this? And why would they do this?